ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله الله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير السنن سنن محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد، فقال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتاب الله العظيم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وكذلك جعلناكم أمة وسطا لتكونوا شهداء على الناس ويكون الرسول عليكم شهيدا. صدق الله العظيم. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, the topic of my khutbah today is witnessing unto mankind. This is a very important subject discussed in many parts of Quran. The verse which I recited is from Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter number 2 and verse number 184. 143. This verse says, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. Thus we have made you an intermediary community, or a balanced community, or a middle nation, ummatan wasat, litakunu shuhada'a 'ala nas, so that you may witness over mankind. وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا, and so that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam be witness over you. And this verse is repeated in other places as well. That's why it gives us a very important responsibility of witnessing unto mankind. And what is this responsibility? First of all, you can see that even when Quran Al-Kareem expresses this verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, in chapter number 143, it again shows a linguistic miracle of Quran. It is mentioned as middle community, one title is given as a middle community. And where it is mentioned, in almost middle part of Quran, there are 286 verses in Surah Al-Baqarah. And what is the middle verse? 143. And in the middle verse of Surah Al-Baqarah, this middle nation theory comes in. And Allah Ta'ala mentions that you are the middle community or middle nation or intermediary nation. When Quran was revealed, as you know, that it was revealed in various times, in various occasions. Then Prophet Muhammad compiled it into various chapters before his death. And these verses of Surah Al-Baqarah revealed in Medina, and these are Madani chapters. And various occasions these verses are revealed. Then Prophet Muhammad compiled it, and in the beginning there was no numbering system even. So you cannot understand that how it revealed in different places and how it came in the middle, exactly in the middle verse, exactly in the middle of the Surah Al-Baqarah. So like that, this kind of numbering miracle and linguistic miracle of Quran, you can see many places of Quran. So Allah Ta'ala mentions here about an important responsibility that you are a middle community or a middle nation. And your responsibility is to witness over mankind. And let Prophet be witness over you. And what is this witnessing? And what is this witnessing unto mankind really means? So Allah Ta'ala has given this responsibility to all the prophets. When Allah Ta'ala sent down Prophet, He says, رُسُلًا مُبَشِّرِينَ وَمُنذِرِينَ لِأَلَّا يَكُونُوا لِلنَّاسِ عَلَى اللَّهِ حُجَّةٌ بَعْدَ الرُّسُلِ. We have sent down various prophets as Mubashirin wa Munzirin, as the people who give glad tidings of Jannah and glad tidings of your end result if you follow the correct path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also they are warning about Jahannam, about your fate if you are not following the real path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is how He sent prophets. Why He has sent down prophets? لِأَلَّا يَكُونُ لِلنَّاسِ حُجَّةٌ, so that there will not be any plea against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ba'da rusul, after sending down prophets. If Allah tabarak wa ta'ala created human beings, and then if He punishes them if they are not good human beings, and then encourages and rewards them if they are good human beings, then, if they say that I don't know which is the real path, and no one came and informed me that which is the straight path, so that's why I followed this. So this hujjah, a plea against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, was not kept. So to Allah wa ta'ala, in order to understand people, in order to make people understand, He sent down various prophets. You can see thousands of prophets came, and the first human being himself was a prophet. And so many prophets came in different parts of the world. And their job was to convey this message. And that's how they fulfilled the responsibility of witnessing. And the job of prophet is a very crucial job. Allah Ta'ala brings them in the day of judgment and asks them, have you conveyed the message? And the community whom they were representing have to witness that yes, they conveyed the message. And prophet has to witness in front of them that yes, I have conveyed this message. So this is the very crucial task given to prophets, all the prophets. So Allah Ta'ala has given this task to prophets so that there will be no plea against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for human beings. So this continued until Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was chosen as the last prophet, and his message was for the entire human being. Unlike many other prophets were prophets for a particular community only. Whereas Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was a prophet for the entire human being. So he conveyed the message to the entire human being. And the concept of universality is there everywhere in Islam. Islam gives the message of concept of universal concept of God. You can see, for example, the first chapter of Surah Al-Baqarah, first chapter of Surah Fatiha, how it starts, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is Lord of the universe. And the last chapter of Quran, how it starts, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ إِلَهِ النَّاسِ. Say, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I seek refuge from the Lord of the universe and Lord of the people, Malik al-Nas, and the King of the people, and the deity of the people. You can see that universal concept of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there, is given in Quran. Of course, it is given by all the prophets as well. But you can see today, you will not find this kind of universal concept of God in any major religions. The universality is there only in Islam. And about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam also, Quran says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا كَافَّةٌ لِلنَّاسِ بَشِيرًا وَنَذِيرًا. And we have sent down Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we have sent you down, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as a warner and as a person who gives glad tidings to the entire human race. So again, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was introduced as a prophet who is a prophet to the entire human being. The universality of prophethood is also there. And this concept is also, you will not find in many major religions. And like for example, about Jesus, what Bible says, he has been sent down to the lost sheep of Israel. For one community he has been sent down. Whereas Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is sent down to the entire human race. The universal concept is there. And again about Quran, the concept is universal. Kitabun أنزلناه إليك لتخرج الناس من الظلمات إلى النور. This is a book sent down to you, revealed on you, so that the entire human beings, they can be removed from the darkness and they can be led towards the light. So this is the universal concept of Quran. So you can see that universality, the concept of universality is there, and the responsibility of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is to be a witness over mankind and to convey this message to the entire human being. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was very much concerned about it, and very much concerned about also the witness going to happen in the life hereafter. Once he was listening to Quran from Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala. And Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala was a beautiful reciter. While reciting, when he came to the verse which says, فَكَيْفَ إِذَا جِئْنَا مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ بِشَهِيدٍ وَجِئْنَا بِكَ عَلَى هَؤُلَاءِ شَهِيدًا. Remember, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when witnesses are brought from various communities in front of you in the day of judgment. In the day of judgment, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is presented, and witnesses are called from various communities whether Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has conveyed this message or not. And this is the episode of life hereafter. And it mentions in Quran, فَكَيْفَ إِذَا جِئْنَا مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ بِشَهِيدٍ وَجِئْنَا بِكَ عَلَى هَؤُلَاءِ شَهِيدًا. And we will present you as a witness in front of all these people. And how will be this situation? كَيْفَ إِذَا جِئْنَا. And how is this situation? When Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was listening to these verses, he said, stop. And when Abdullah bin Mas'ud turned towards Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he saw that tears are rolling down in his cheeks. And he was moved by the sense of responsibility, that I have a great responsibility to convey this message to the entire human race. And he was concerned about this all the time, throughout the life. And how he has conveyed this message? First of all, you have to understand the deen itself. What is this deen? A lot of people have a confined understanding of deen. If you see, for example, in Makkah, among the 5 pillars of Islam, there was only 2 pillars. One is Shahada, Allah ilaha illallah, and second one is prayer, 5 times prayer. Rest of the things were not there. After Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam moved to Medina, rest of the pillars came. Zakat came, and the injunction of fasting in the month of Ramadan came, Hajj came, and not only that, so many other real aspects of Islam. How an Islam can be represented in a society, how Islam can be represented by an individual, by families, and by society, and by a state. The complete Islamic understanding was given in Medina. And Prophet Muhammad was continuously struggling to establish Islam in its entirety in a society of Medina. So that's why you can see that Islam should be understood in a broader perspective. Deen, for example, can be translated in English as religion. But that is a very confined translation, because religion is not encompassing the entire meaning which deen represents. Deen is actually, if you see, in Surah Al-Fatiha. We are reading every time Surah Al-Fatiha. And we read the word deen as well. Maliki Yawmiddin. When we say Maliki Yawmiddin, what is the translation? It is not the Lord of the day of religion. The translation is the Lord of the day of judgment. There we translate deen as judgment. Day of Yawmiddin means day of judgment. And deen is exactly means the same thing that, for example, in court when they give decision, for the decision the Arabic word is adana, means decision about certain thing. So like that, in every aspect of our life, we have our personal life, we have our social life, we have our family life, we have our economic life, we have our transactions, and we have everything in our society and social administration and public administration and all these things. It's part of Islam. That's why Islam is a complete religion and Islam is a complete deen. Islam is a code of conduct. First of all, we have to understand this broader concept of Islam. And Prophet Muhammad established this religion in Medina. He established the economic system there. He established a justice system there. He established the Islamic court there. He established the Islamic state there. And it was a complete embodiment of an Islam and a complete society of Islam was presented by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is the establishment of Islam. So this broader understanding should be there. And when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam established this religion, and finally the last journey of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the journey of Hajjatul Wada, or the final Hajj. And in that journey, when he was giving his final sermon, and that was his final sermon, and before giving sermon he said, "Oh people, listen to me, اسمعوا قولي فإني لا أدري لعلي لا ألقاكم بعد عامي هذا بهذا الموقف أبدا." Listen to me carefully, because I may not be there to address this kind of huge congregation again. So this is the last opportunity to listen to me very carefully and establish whatever I say. And while he's completing his sermon, he said, Allah al-Ballat, whether I have conveyed my message to all of you. There were more than 100,000 people, people say 140,000 or 180,000 people, and it was the biggest Islamic conference in the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he questioned whether I have conveyed my message or not. And people said, نشهد أنك قد بلغت وأديت ونصحت. We testify that you have conveyed this message and you have fulfilled your responsibility, and we testify that. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam raised his finger to the sky and he said, Allahumma ashhad, Allahumma ashhad. He repeated it 3 times and he said, Wallah tabarak wa ta'ala, you are a witness that I have conveyed this message to all these people. There were none when this message was given to me. I have conveyed this message, they are Muslims, and I have conveyed this message to the society so that on the basis of this message, a society is also established. And that is the basis of Islamic society, and then expansions happened. Then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam finally said, فَلْيُبَلِّغَ الشَّاهِدِ الْغَائِبِ. Those who are present here, it is the responsibility to carry forward this message to those who are not present here. Means he has transferred the responsibility of the prophethood. The prophethood, the responsibilities of the tasks of the prophethood is still there. Prophethood is not there. Prophethood is terminated with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the task of prophethood is still there, which is being transferred from prophet to a community. And that is what is Muslim responsibility of Muslim community. The task of prophethood, that is conveying the message, carrying forward this message in a similar way, with the complete understanding of Islam. This is what is necessary, and Muslims have to do this responsibility continuously. And this responsibility is mentioned, it's a broader responsibility. That's why various verses in Quran uses various terminologies. Here in this verse which I recited in the beginning of my khutbah, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala uses the word witness unto mankind. Shahadat haq, or witnessing the truth over mankind. This is the word. There are so many other words as well, because this responsibility of witnessing is a broader responsibility and encompasses various stuff. For example, how about conveying the message to the non-Muslims? This is also part of this responsibility. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says, "Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wal maw'izati al hasana wajadilhum billati hiya ahsan." Call people to the way of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala with wisdom and beautiful preaching. And this here, the word da'wah is used, udu is used. And udu means calling people, inviting people, and giving the message. And this is also a responsibility of the Muslims and a continuous responsibility of Muslims. And again, in some places, for example, in another place, Allah Ta'ala uses the word tabligh, balligh ma unzila ilayka min rabbik. وَإِن لَّمْ تَفْعَلْ فَمَا بَلَّغْتَ رِسَالَتَهُ Wallahu ya'simuka minan nas. O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, make tabligh or convey this message. Here, the word tabligh is mainly used for conveying this message in a broader way, especially using the media. In modern terminology, you can say that take control over media and have your own media and use mass media and use all kinds of media that your religion is represented properly. Today we are living in such a time where everybody is free to use media. Once upon a time, only those people who have control over their economies and control over state had media in their hands. CNN is under control of some people, BBC is under control of some people. But today, fortunately, we are living in such a time that media is not only CNN and BBC, everything is media now. WhatsApp is a media, Facebook is a media, and all kinds of social medias are there, different kinds of social media are there. YouTube is media, which is available for every individual. So use all this media. Bala means spread in a vast way. So it is the responsibility of Muslim to represent Islam in such a proper way, so that the proper message of Islam is spread to so many people. Today more than 100 books are written against Islam every day. And how this is refuted? In media, if you see, there are anti-Islamic sites, hate Islam sites. Number is not in hundreds, but in several thousands. So how you can refute that? Only you cannot refute it by emotions. You cannot refute it by reactions. The best reaction is not reaction, it should be response. Response means the reply of the media should be given in a logic way through the media itself. So use media. So this is again a responsibility of Muslims. Again, Prophet in another place, Quran says, "Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat lin-nas." You are the best of community. The community is named as the best community. Khayra ummah. And ukhrijat lin-nas. And your responsibility is that you are reward for the entire mankind. Because your task is the task of prophets. Prophetic task is given to you. تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. And your responsibility is enjoining what is good and forbidding what is evil. Ta'murun means here the word amr should have an authority. Without authority you cannot give amr. So it is your responsibility to have more authority for yourself and gain authority for yourself. Become stronger. And this is also your responsibility, that you have to become stronger and give injunctions in such a way that you are giving orders. And forbidding also, it needs authority. You cannot, if you are powerless and if you are not a strong person, then you cannot forbid. So as a ummah, Muslim community should become stronger enough and they should gain authority so that they can convey good things, enjoy good things and forbid evils from the society. This is again a responsibility of Muslims. Again, another word is used, iqamatul deen. شَرَعَ لَكُم مِّنَ الدِّينِ مَا وَصَّى بِهِ نُوحًا وَالَّذِي أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ وَمَا وَصَّيْنَا بِهِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَمُوسَى وَعِيسَى. So here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, شَرَعَ لَكُم. We have made a sharia for you, rules and regulations of life. We have given for you. مِّنَ الدِّينِ مَا وَصَّى بِهِ نُوحًا. And the sharia based on these deeds, which was advised to Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam. وَالَّذِي أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ. And the same sharia is given to you in a much reward form. The sharia given to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the last sharia. So it is unchangeable sharia. Previous sharias were changed. There were some reformations done. There were changes were done. But this is the last sharia given to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. وَمَا وَصَّيْنَا بِهِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَمُوسَى وَعِيسَى. The same sharia was given to Ibrahim, Musa and Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. For what? An aqimu deen. To establish this religion. وَلَا تَتَفَرَّقُوا فِيهِ. And you should not differ among yourself in this great task of establishing religion. So, for example, in deen there is various kinds of tasks today. Every task is important. But nobody should think that only this task is religion. Only this task is deen. For example, in medical science, you can take that ophthalmology is a subject which cares about human eye. And it is definitely a form of inseparable form of medical science. But if an ophthalmologist thinks that only this is medical science, rest of them are not, then he is wrong. Pediatrician is again a form of medical science. So if a pediatrician thinks that only this is medical science, the rest of the things are not medical science, then he is totally wrong. Like that, the task of this religion is, for example, conveying message to the non-Muslim, one task. If a person is focusing more on that, that is really advisable. If it is his core competency, he can do that. Another person is reforming Muslim community, and that is, if it is that is core competency, he can do that. And another form is eradicating the differences of fiqh, or eradicating the differences of Islamic jurisprudence, and that is also an important task. All these tasks are Islamic tasks, and all these tasks are important, but this is one area of work. And if any person thinks that this is the only area I can work, and this is the only area of religion, this is the only correct path, then he is wrong. This is part of the vast religion. So, an aqimul deen, this one established this vast religion, and wala tatafarraqu fi, and you should not differ among themselves in establishing religion. So, as a responsibility of witnessing mankind, our first responsibility is to understand this religion with its entirety, the broad understanding of Islam. And you spare time to educate yourself at what is Islam. And second important responsibility is be an ambassador of Islam wherever you are. You may be an ordinary person, or you may be a great person, you may be an engineer, you may be a doctor, or you may be a businessman, or you may be a philosopher, or you may be an authority. Islam gives you an opportunity to work in every field. Islam encourages to develop yourself in every field. And one Muslim should work in every field, every area, be it literature, be it any field which is beneficial for human beings. It is the responsibility of Muslim to go into the field, that field, but be an ambassador of Islam wherever you are. If you are a representative or if you are an ambassador of Islam, whatever you are conveying the message of Islam. And this is what is witnessing into humanity and witnessing into mankind. And this is a great responsibility. And Allah Ta'ala says in another place, كُونُوا قَوَّامِينَ بِاللَّهِ شُهَدَاءَ بِالْقِسْطِ كُونُوا قَوَّامِينَ لِلَّهِ شُهَدَاءَ بِالْقِسْطِ. And be a person who is activist for Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who are standing up for the sake of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and your responsibility is Shuhada bil qist, testifying the justice. Be just who are taqwa, show your justice in every aspect of your life, which is nearer to piety. So, as a Muslims, wherever we are, whoever we are, it is our responsibility to work as an ambassador of Islam and to understand Islam and convey Islam through whatever you do. You do not have to give book only, you do not have to give preaching only, but by your actions, by your emotions, by your support, by your social service activities, by your contacts with the human beings, by your character, by your words and every actions, you should represent in Islam and you should be an ambassador of Islam. This is the great responsibility of witnessing over humankind or witnessing into mankind. May Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand this great responsibility and to fulfill it in our lifetime, and continuously whatever we are doing, let us understand this concept, and may Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq to fulfill this great task. Barakallah lana wa lakum wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bi ayatihi wa dhikril hakim. إنه تعالى جواد كريم ملك بر رؤوف رحيم ورب حكيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين وعلى آله وأصحابه الطاهرين أما بعد. فقال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتاب الله العظيم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد بعدد من صلى وصام.